You mentioned after the fight that you weren't exactly 100% coming into it. Can you maybe elaborate on what your condition was and how that may have affected you tonight?
Yeah, my condition was great. I told that because I was feeling a little bit in my knee, and I don't like to fight. I would not like to fight 5 rounds with Cain. It's a big advantage for him because he's got a really good stamina. But man, that was a different pressure on me. I think I felt good in the fight, but a lot of pressure.
Give us our assessment of the fight. If you can do it in Spanish or Portuguese or Portuñol, that would be great.
Okay.
Obrigado.
Se você pode dar para ele o que você achou da luta, falar o que passou pela sua cabeça e o que você achou de modo geral da luta.
Yeah.
Em português ou em espanhol.
Yo estoy muy feliz, pero que estaba muy cómodo de la lucha, pero que Caín Velázquez es un muy buen luchador, un gran campeón, invicto en la lucha, y yo fui lo primero a ganarlo. Yo pienso que todo el trabajo fue bien aproveitado y estoy muy feliz de ter ganado la lucha.
Obrigado.
In English, for everybody, he's very happy with the result. Going into the fight, he was a little bit concerned to be going 5 rounds with Cain because his cardio is so good, but he feels that he implemented his plan well. He's happy to be the first person to beat Cain Velázquez, and he feels great.
How much part of your game plan was to sort of test Cain's chin and see how he would stand up to a punch?
My game plan? Well, my game plan was to keep the fight stand-up, because I love to fight stand-up. I'm really confident in that area. But I was waiting for kicks, and he got a pretty heavy kicks, And then I was looking for all of my fights. I looked for the knockout, and then because I know my coach used to tell me I got pretty heavy hands. So I tried to use it when I started the fight, because it's a good time to use that, my power, because I'm 100% in that moment. So it's good to use my power, and that works today.
Was there anything specific about what you saw in Cain, though, that you thought he might be vulnerable to that?
I'm sorry, I need translation.
He said,
my English is not.
He said, did he think that Cain would be vulnerable to the stand-up?
Teve alguma coisa específica no jogo do Cain hoje que te deixou a impressão dele ter alguma área vulnerável?
No, he like I thought he was walking forward. He was putting a little bit of pressure. I don't know if it was how he liked to do, but he walked forward, and man, that was a good moment for me, and I enjoyed the moment.
You come from a small town in Brazil with 70,000 inhabitants of the population, and now that you're multilingual, now that you're becoming more fluent in Spanish, and you're fluent in English, what would you say now to those people from the small town where you come from?
Eu não falo inglês nem espanhol muito bem, mas eu tento. Eu diria que é incrível, entendeu? Quando a gente acredita, eu tenho muitos amigos em Caçador e assim vou direto para lá, minha família toda mora lá. E como você disse, é uma cidade pequena, e hoje essa cidade pequena tem um campeão do mundo, que sou eu, então isso é incrível para mim.
Parabéns, querido.
Well, for starters, my English isn't that good yet, and my Spanish definitely isn't, but I do try. I try in everything I do. And what I would say to them is that when you're a positive person and you give your all, good things happen to you, and I feel incredible right now. And that small town in Caçador, with a small population of 70,000 inhabitants, now has a world heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Yeah, more than that small town in Brazil. The estimate was 60 million people watched the fight down there tonight in Brazil. So I think
wow,
Judo Santos,
Brazil.
Judo Santos is going to have a pretty good homecoming when he gets back.
Good. Famous.
60 million people. There's 200 million people in the country. Pretty crazy.
Junior, who do you like? Who's going to win between Brock Lesnar and Alistair Overeem? And do you have a preference who you would face next?
No, I don't have preference. Actually, I never choose any opponent, you know. It doesn't matter who's going to be my next opponent. I'm not thinking about that now. I want to go back to Brazil and make a big barbecue for all my family and my partners. But for sure I'll be watching this fight and pay attention on everything.
Who do you think wins the fight?
I don't know. I think I go with Brock.
I'm helping you guys out. Just
the emotion when it actually hits you that I am the UFC heavyweight champion?
Você pode me dar a gente já acompanhando os seus pensamentos e como é o momento onde você se toca e você agora é o campeão dos pesos pesados do UFC?
I don't know if you guys are able to that, but you know, I'm feeling amazing. I can't explain how I'm feeling because it was a really important fight, you know, for the whole MMA and especially for me and for Cain Velasquez, you know. But I'm really happy to win this fight, you know, and now I'm the champion and it's amazing.